All right. All right. Okay, now we're live, okay, Mr. Neeb?
Uh,
All right. All right.
you want to hear me talk like Israeli? I can do that.
Hey,
Come on,
actually
Steven.
sounds like legit.
Yeah, no, I'm a fucking heeb to the core. No, I just do good mimicking accents. But French Canadian is also the stop. Dude, I always go Jew. Yeah, I always go Jew. I'm like, you want to hear my ching chong sing along?
Rude, fucking rude.
Rude as fuck, nigga.
No.
Also, I use profanity and I don't give a fuck. So all of you faggots, eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah, I'm with that.
If they're good dicks, send them to me. Yeah.
So where were we? We were talking about shit, I don't remember. We went all over the fucking place, dude.
Yeah. Sammy the Grease is what I'm looking for. You can just hear all the fucking bottles collapsing.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking doing housework right now?
No, I'm just letting my cats in. I have multiple cats.
How many cats do you have?
I have 3 cats. Steven.
Oh, Steven.
Jenny.
Jenny.
I call her Bruce Jenner. And she's transitioning, so it's cool. And then I have my oldest cat. People are like, oh, what's her name? I'm like, well, ask her. And they're like, what's your name? I'm like, no, her name is Asker, you fucking idiot. That's her name. But she's like fucking 20. I gotta fucking put her down right away. I was gonna.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that's not a big deal. She's had a good run, 20 years old. Yep.
Why do we do that? Like, why do we do that? We think that we're doing them a favor by keeping them alive for as long as possible when they're suffering. It's kind of like old people, right? Like, if you want to fucking die, dude, you should be able to die. That should be your choice.
Yeah. No, she's having it. She had it rough a while ago, like about a month and a half ago. I sound like a Canadian right now.
That's okay.
No, she was having a rough time, and she's losing like a lot of her muscle mass. Her claws are not able to retract as easily now. Yeah. But she was so. If you know anything about cats, they have different types of purrs, and some of the purrs are basically pain purrs, and they're not happy. And she was doing that for like a while, but now she is just balls deep happy purrs, not pain purrs. And so I'm keeping her alive for a little bit, but now she's losing so much muscle mass. It's gross to watch. Yeah, it's gross to watch, but I've had her since I was a kid. Not a kid, whatever.
But young enough.
Yeah, since I was a teenager.
So I have a cat story too. I got a cat a couple of years ago from the SPCA, and I got it as a kitten. And he was super cute. He was like a dog, pretty much. Like any of my friends came over, he would go and just hang up, sniff them, check them out, and then sit in their lap like he was just their friend. He did that with me. He hung out. But then as he got older, he started standing at the door, right? Because I didn't want him to be an outside cat. I wasn't going to let him out. It started really bothering me because I was like, shit, if I was an animal, I would want to roam and explore as well. Like, this is just an instinct of his. So for a couple weeks, I tried not to give in to letting him go out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this nigga a leash right now. I'm going to get this nigga a leash. So I got him a little fucking one of those, like a harness, so I could take him out for a walk like he's a dog, like on a leash. Yeah. I didn't know what to do because I knew if I let him out, I'd fucking lose him, right? Or someone would jack him. He was a really pretty cat. So I got this leash. I tried to take him out on it. Yeah, it was kind of hard. He was pulling against it all the time. I was like, fuck. So at nighttime, he started staring at the doors. I was on my way to bed, and I let him out. I was like, okay, fine. Hopefully I come back. Here's a collar with your information on it. If anybody needs you, your ear is tattooed, what the fuck ever. So for the first couple of weeks, he kept coming back. He would go out at night when I went to bed. And as soon as I woke up, he fucking knew. He was at the door. I let him in. And then he'd sleep all day and blah, blah, blah for a couple of weeks. One day, he just didn't come home. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, God. I knew this was going to happen. I haven't seen that cat since. He just disappeared.
So I had this cat named Max. This is crazy. So my mom had a stroke, so I moved back in. This is like well after I had asked her. Max was annoying, to say the least, but had her, and I.
Dude, what
Christ,
the
my
fuck?
cat wiped out big time. That's annoying. My cat flipped out. He was like rubbing up on my legs, and I just chucked him, and he just wrecked it. He totally wrecked it. So I had this cat, Max. Max is, or was, she's dead now. Beautiful, but Asker is such a territorial bitch cat that she just like, because all my cats are outdoor cats. They're all strays or whatever that I take in, right? So fuck off, Steven. Get out of here. Fuck off.
Steven.
Yeah, human names. So I let her out or whatever, and then she just disappeared for not just like a week, not just for 2, 5, 6 weeks, whatever. About probably 9 weeks. I was walking back with my long-term girlfriend. We dated for 5 years, so it's like not like a not a trivial person in my life. We're walking back, and she's talking to me. And normally I pay attention, I really do. But this time I was like, "Shut the fuck up! I think I see her." And she's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I saw a cat scatter that was indistinguishable because she's black as fuck, right? She has black, most of her body's black, but a little bit under her belly or whatever is white. But you can't really see that from that perspective. So I was like, "That's definitely Max. You can fuck off." And she's like, "Why are you being so mean to me?" I'm like, "Shut up, woman. I don't give a fuck." Like, that's definitely her. And then I stalked this cat in the bushes.
Yeah.
And she has a distinctive mark on her face, and she understands her name, whatever. I've had her, I had her for a couple of years already at the moment. So I stalked her and tracked her down and just grabbed her, just let her choked in the bushes and just tackled this cat. And I'm like looking at her face, and I'm like, "It's totally Max."
Oh my gosh.
And Max was like, yeah. And my girlfriend felt a little bit perturbed because I was such a dickhead to her.
I mean, the first thing you did was tell her to shut the fuck up, so yeah.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I got a project here. This is happening. Eat a bag of dicks, lady.
OMG.
Yeah, super OMG.
So you said Saskatoon, right? What's the weather like? Saskatoon?
I don't live in Saskatoon. I live right by the American border, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, way in the south. But
Do you go there a lot?
To the States?
Yeah.
Yeah. I go across
Dude,
the
I
border
love the States. Don't you wish you could live in the States? Like, I don't know what my obsession is. My parents always used to take me when I was younger, and like, I just love everything America.
First of all, if Trudeau doesn't get ousted, I am literally glassing around for property in the United States.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Trudeau's
I live right
so
by here anyway. Pardon me?
Trudeau's so gross. I don't like. I'm pretty sure the only reason he won the election is because he was pretty. That's all you kept hearing after he won the election. Oh my God, our handsome prime minister. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, he was a fucking substitute teacher. Does anybody else not care about this? Does anybody else not care?
He is only voted on by women and faggots. But also, we don't have a presidential system, so it's like you vote for your party. But when it went all red in the East, because, and I have to say, the Conservatives really fucked over the people in the Maritime provinces for ages.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we support free trade and business and whatever, but not really fishermen. Well,
didn't everybody want to vote?
A bunch of riding.
I really thought it was going to be an NDP majority and an NDP prime minister. But then that guy died. You remember Jack Layton? That was his name, right?
Yeah, Jack Layton died
Yeah.
NDP.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm glad it's on it. Like, first of all, I'd like to state my position very clearly on
Please.
politics. I have been. I voted for my entire life left. Very NDP. My uncle is friends with Noam Chomsky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I worked with Noam Chomsky for a while, so we're dealing with like hyper left stuff.
Mhm.
I am disillusioned by the left. I am now. I would still call myself a centrist because social policies I disagree with. Don't do foreign aid. First of all, that's a problematic from the get go. Man, my economics is getting harder. Like my boner is for like right wing politics.
I know. You know what's crazy? I've been listening to a lot of what people would consider right wing, and I don't know anymore what any of these labels mean. Because if you say one thing, all of a sudden you're a fucking Nazi, or you're an alt-righter, or you're right of center or left of center, and it's like I don't even know what this shit means anymore. And yes, one person defines it this way, but then another fucking person will take it and define it this way. It's like I don't even want to ascribe a label to myself at this point, because what's the point? Because this faction of people.
How does it feel living in Vancouver?
Oh God, man. I think it's so overrated. I don't understand what the obsession or what the whole like, oh my God, Vancouver's so amazing. No, it isn't. Go to Vancouver. You'll see a bunch of jogging douchebags in Lululemons who won't even smile at you. People don't even acknowledge you're there. It's like so fucked up. There's something about that. You don't feel safe in your own area, anywhere.
I will tell you something about where I live right now. I'm not from here, but where I live right now, you wave at everyone, you smile, you give sometimes high fives, and then you hold the door open for the ladies.
Dude, that sounds amazing.
It is amazing. It's totally amazing. It's bananas amazing. And people are like, oh, you live in the country and there's nothing to do there. I'm like, other than be happy.
Yeah, does it matter?
Yeah, like other than that. Yeah, no, there are, obviously, I'm a city kid, right? I grew up in Winnipeg. But I sent you that picture. I don't even know if I sent you it, whatever. But so the Canadian Shield is the Ontario-Manitoba border is very specifically, stridently in the Canadian Shield. If you go on the east side, it is rocks and lakes. Hundreds of thousands of lakes are there. It's bananas. It's so beautiful, and I spend a lot of time there. I go canoeing. I do backwoods fucking camping and canoeing and shit like that. Yeah, it's what I like to do. And it is a stark contrast because as soon as you go a little bit further west you get like just soft soil, prairies, whatever. But you go a little bit east, it's rocks and lakes, and very specific types of stuff that are amazingly beautiful. Yeah. But also, you don't have much population because you can't.
But that's better. I think it's better. I think that the increased population is what breeds the assholery and the coldness between people. Because, like, again, like people here, they would rather look at you directly and just like walk right past you than smile. It's like, how fucking upset are you that you can't even smile at a stranger? I've never done anything to you. I always try. No. I always try to smile at people, right? It's like, hey, man, you might be having a shit day. Let me smile at you. We humans, we like that shit. We usually see a smile, and our mirror neurons want to mimic that and also smile back. But apparently, people are so fucked up here, they can't even smile at you.
I like the fact that you bring up mirror neurons. That's a good starting point for actual reality.
I know. I'm really into the brain, like communication and facial expression, like our brains are very attuned to the micro expressions that our faces make, and
I thought you were gonna say microaggressions, but
fuck no. Oh, you just made my tummy sick. I hate that shit. I know, oh my God, you're pretty for an Asian. Microaggression.
Oh, you know what? One of my a friend of mine from the Twitter sphere, which I don't have anymore, allegedly. I gotta fucking figure this out. But she is a militant dyke, according to her own thing, and she's like militant dyke, and she's a Jap, and she just goes balls deep in terms of like offensive stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And she just broke down recently, and I'm not shitting on you at all if she's listening or ever will listen. She broke down hard, and she's like, look, we are not doing this childish look or voice intentionally. We are genetically disposed to being kids, effectively.
Yeah, they're really small and cute. Like, the Japanese are very small and adorable, typically. I don't see why that's a problem in any sort of way, but...
No, and she's a militant dyke, and she's raising a kid with her wife or whatever. Waifu.
Yeah.
Waifu. But, yeah, no, it just really got to her that everybody's like... Because I didn't know what she looked like until a while ago. And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking beautiful Japanese lady.
Yeah.
But she's just hot as fuck. But she's hot as fuck and looks like she's like 16.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean,
no, it's not.
You know what? Men like that. Men like younger looking women because it's a sign of vitality and youth. And that's kind of something that we like to promote in society, mainly because it's something that works so well to attract people to buy their shit, right? Like, There's a reason it works. And the thing that I don't get is like, I don't know, people just hate themselves. Isn't that the bottom of it all? Like, anytime you want to direct hate to someone or just like whatever, isn't it just because you hate yourself in some way? But what the fuck is that? Why should she feel bad for being cute and adorable? Why?
Well, I would like to point out the fact that white people basically hit a wall pretty early. It's a downward slide, mostly for most white people. It's a pretty shitty downward slide. Japs, it's not just Japs, Ching Chongs and fucking Viets and whatever. All of them, all of these East Asians, they look like they're 16 until they're 58, and then they just then they look like a foot, like right.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's a maze how fast this fucking happens. But white people, it's a downward slide the whole time. You're 25, you're downhill.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, 20 mostly, plus 25.
Dude, unless you're mixed with a person of, unless you're mixed with a colored person. Oh shit, there's one of those fucking terms.
Oh, black don't crack. Blacks are the same. Yeah, black women, till they're like, I would say 45.
Yeah.
Unless they're like obese, or which a lot of them are, but yeah, it's probably not going to go super bad.
Dude, I have a confession to make, man. Like, I'm going to be an old brown lady. Have you seen old brown ladies? They're fucking scary looking. They grow goatees. They get that like fucking pubic hair on their face. Dude, when I was 18, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this laser fucking hair removal. I am beating this shit. Luckily, like, my mom is Fijian though, right? She's actually very beautiful. She's like almost 60 and she looks fucking amazing. She took care of herself her whole life and like nice skin, very pretty face. Good little body. Like, I'm hoping that I age like she did, but I'm scared because I got that half brown in me, and I have a brown grandma, dude, and I've seen her. Well, she's 81, and she'll show her age, but brown old ladies, man, they're not attractive.
I got that half brown in me. Oh my god. So I'm not sure if you know who these people are, but Tom Segura and
hell yeah. Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky. Come on.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I'm just gonna like throw this down here. Salome, how are you doing today? Like, these are fucking inside jokes, and I didn't think I had any clue.
They're
honestly,
funny.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Landon. Landon, whoever that dude is fucking amazing. If you have been watching the recent podcast, it's like, Salome, how you doing today? And I've thrown a couple in there already. And this is my he's like, "Tell me how you doing today. I'm going to give you the grease." Right? These are all stuff from that podcast that I've been doing on purpose.
So let me tell you, I haven't seen Your Mom's House in a while because I'm so behind on podcasts, but I found Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky through the Joe Rogan Experience.
King Ass Ripper, for sure.
Oh, yeah, King Ass Ripper. Oh, my God. And they watched that video and they were just laughing because that guy just kept farting. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, dude. I'm not proposing this as like a real prospect or whatever, but we should get married. This is totally insane. Like, this is absolutely, totally clap-worthy. Absolute, man. Absolute. This is bananas.
Oh my God, another cool Canadian person. Dude, why are Canadians such pussies? I don't meet people here. Every friend that every person that I get along with is from America, and they can handle my sense of humor because my sense of humor goes all over the place. I'm from like dick jokes to jokes about death to jokes about like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm offensive. I don't care. I'm going to make fun of Islam. I'm going to call you a nigger sometimes. Like, I'm bad, okay? I know I'm bad, but like I need to keep the kind of friends that are cool with that. And I just don't find that here. All my friends are so far away.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that far away. Plus, also, I fly around a little bit. I'm a dickhead for sure, but
okay.
not really. I'm a nice Canadian dude. But man,
nice
I'm super nice. But yeah, dude.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, shut up. Go ahead.
I was going to say, can you really, you know how people are like, oh my God, I'm super nice. Can you really believe someone who tells you they're super nice?
Not really. I'm a bit of an asshole, but I'm Canadian. What do I got?
Yeah, exactly.
Apologies galore, I guess.
Oh, I'm so tired of that. I do that all the time too. I need to stop doing it. And then when you don't do it, people are like, wait, why aren't you saying sorry for this? Why aren't you saying sorry? Well, it's not really worth saying sorry over, to be honest with you.
No, of course it isn't.
No.
And
there's so much shit that's not worth being sorry over, and we're just so sorry. Why? Who gives a fuck? You're going to offend people no matter what. So just fucking say what you got to say and just deal with it.
I think you're amazing. At this stage of the game, they're like, fuck off all. So this is the opinion of NEEBZ because people are not, this is spontaneous and it's just impromptu. Fuck off faggots, fuck off gaylords, niggers, Jews, kikes, whatever. Don't give a fuck. I'm a Jew, nigger, faggot, but I don't care. Eat a bag of dicks or fuck off.
It's just a word, man. People give words too much power.
Yep.
And then it destroys the meaning of the word. Like, I can't stand the word Nazi anymore. It's like, you don't disagree with me? You don't agree with me? You're a fucking Nazi. Like, no, bitch, I'm not a Nazi. I just don't fucking want to follow your set of values. That doesn't make me a Nazi.
Brown people aren't Nazis?
No, dude.
Oh, that's weird. I thought that all the brown people were Nazis.
I definitely thought I was a Nazi because I had an aptitude towards white people. Like, all my life, I was always that kid who never fit in. My parents sent me to Khalsa school, which is a Sikh private school, okay? First of all, from like preschool.
Oh, you're a Sikh?
Yeah, well, my stepdad is. My mother's Fijian, so she would be following more of the Hindu religion if she was, but they were posers, dude.
Yeah, but not really. Fiji is like largely Shinto, if I'm correct.
I don't know. That's just where my fucking family ended up. I think Fiji is where they kept a lot of the slaves, the Hindu slaves.
It's the Foot Locker.
Dude, my mom used to tell me that. You know, our people were slaves. And I wish I knew at the time that I could use that oppression and shit to like further myself in life and whine and cry, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I fucking didn't because God, those people are bitch ass niggas. Let me tell you. Oh my God, I'm a woman. I'm automatically fucking disadvantaged. No, you can't just get a job. Shut up. Go vote when you need to. You get to drive. What are you crying about? What are you crying about? Why you cry?
First of all, next time I'm in Vancouver, first of all, it'd be chinks galore. First of all, it's Vancouver.
Oh yeah, lots.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, last time I was in Vancouver, I was at the airport with a friend of mine, whatever, chick, and we're having breakfast in the airport, and
Yeah.
this Chinese, I'm assuming Chinese because whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, some ching chong sing along, whatever. She comes by and she is in a schoolgirl outfit, sucking on a lollipop, walking around. I'm like, I might have to leave right now. Like, I might have to go rape that or whatever. And of course, I don't mean I want to rape Chink.
Obviously, you shouldn't even have to tell me that. I know what you're saying.
I know. But this is for the audience because people don't know that I make jokes. But
Fuck them, man. Fuck them. Let them figure it out.
Let them figure it out. It's going to take 2 at least or 3 fingers, but you can figure it out all you want. No, I'm having a fucking fantastic time. So I was going to talk geopolitics very specifically, but no, this has been way more fun than that already. So I did write some notes.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. So U-boats, your friend, I don't know who he is, that dude, he's talking about U-boats being detected and radar being involved.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. U-boats are under the water.
Yeah, but didn't there was a point where after Churchill and Roosevelt had made the decision, or after Roosevelt had agreed to help in the war, that there was a package that was shipped from Britain to America that had the plans for radar, and it was after that they were able to detect U-boats, not in the beginning. In the beginning, they were getting fucking demolished because they couldn't see where the U-boats were.
Yeah, but if you know anything about physics, radar doesn't work, subsurface. So the average depth, I think, I'm going to go, I wrote some stuff down, but I'm going to go depth about 40 meters is normal. I think it's 40 to 70 or 80, but that is impenetrable by radar. This is all Alan Turing's doing. This is the Enigma code, etc. There's other codes that were
the German Enigma code.
Yes, that's how we figured out where the boats would be going. Yeah, and then we just depth charge them. Yep.
Dude, we saw this in a documentary on the History Channel called World War II from Space. That's actually directly where we got that information from, where the radar assisted the Allied powers in finding the Axis U-boats.
Yeah.
So is that that's not true?
Well, the radar can't penetrate the water, right? Okay. So if they're surfaced, they can, for sure. And if they're maybe 1 meter below water, you can do radar. But we didn't have satellites that were operating at the time, so you're doing like AWACS or whatever. Like that's not even the right term in the age of this that was happening. This is a pure mathematical problem as opposed to a technological or engineering problem. So that's a huge disagreement that I have, and I am vindicated by the fact that Alan Turing. First of all, Alan Turing was a faggot, and he got imprisoned for being gay, which is bad. Yeah, he fixed World War II. He won for us, not the communists, not the fucking fascists, not anybody. Sane, normal liberals are and I don't use liberals in the American term. I mean like liberal as in classical liberals.
Classical liberal, yeah.
Yep. He won it, and he still got imprisoned. And he figured out, he chemically, do you want to know the whole history? This is really gross. He got arrested for being a fag, but he already had cracked the Enigma, and the Enigma is not the only Nazi codes that were being used, but he cracked a bunch of these codes, but very specifically cracked the Enigma code that was like very problematic.
Yeah.
Air quote. Yeah.
I
Wonderful
fucking
dude.
hate that word, dude. Social justice warriors have ruined that word.
Yeah, I do. That's why I threw the air quotes around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he liked to suck dick dudes. Or dude's dick. That was a backwards statement. But he's gay, whatever, or he was.
Yeah.
So they chemically castrated him.
Oh
and
my God.
and do you know? I'm not sure if you heard of this company, Apple.
No.
Apple?
Who?
Okay. So this is crazy. So when he was chemically castrated, sorry, I'm getting slurry.
It's okay.
It's Surrey, BC, but slurry, DC. DC's nuts. No. So very specifically, the icon or whatever of the Apple Macintosh. This is back like '84, like post Project Lisa. Oh, God, I'm such a nerd. Jesus Christ. So the whole project of this situation was to bring forth like Apple as a company. Apple's logo is an apple with a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
No.
Alan Turing, the guy that I'm referring to, that cracked the Enigma code, he was chemically castrated because he was a fag and wanted to like just live his life in peace in not incarceration but house arrest.
Yeah.
But he couldn't deal with it, and he injected cyanide into an apple and took a bite out of it.
Oh wow.
So the
Yo,
apple
nigga, that went deep.
Yeah, the apple with a bite out of it is really a fucking homage to this gay dude.
He's also the man who came up with the Turing test as well. That's Alan Turing as
I
well.
believe that is correct because it's named after him. Yes.
Yeah.
Stupid women.
I know, right? Yo, have you seen Ex Machina?
Yeah, it's one of my
Yo, that
favorite
movie
films.
was fucked up. That movie tripped me out.
It's one of my favorite films.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is bananas.
That ending, oh my God. I was just like, I got the goosebumps and I was like, oh fuck. Holy shit, this is coming at some point. Oh, we're too stupid. We're too stupid.
Dude, I'm supposed to tomorrow because I go balls deep on a lot of topics. Okay, whatever. I'm a drunk retard. That's true.
Oh, you're not a drunk retard. You're drunk.
No, for the audience, whatever. I am a drunk retard. That's true. But I go pretty deep into a lot of topics, and if I don't know something about a topic, I reject the calls for me to go on shows or whatever. Because if I don't know, don't care. You know? I would like to listen. That's fine, but I'm not going to be the authority. But North Korea, wheelhouse. Very specifically, AI. I've been so I was dating this chick, like the chick that I dated for like 5 years. I was screaming at her about Islam. I was screaming about her or at her about what we do with AI, and she's just like, and she has a PhD. Okay, like I don't have a PhD, and I'm yelling at her. Hers is in international political economy.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, very specific. But I was screaming at her at the time. I'm like, you are wrong on this, and first of all, she is, because her PhD is in international political economy, she would know something about monetary policy and how the economy works. And I was explaining it to her, and she's like, that's not how it works. And I'm like, it is. And then she goes to her professor, and he's like, nah, you're wrong. He's right. Slacker. Grade 8 education, nigga.
Oh my God.
Ashkenazi genes, man.
I feel like I've gotten way more off the internet and the books that I've read in the last like 5 years of my life than I've ever gotten out of high school. High school was fucking retarded. That is like the. Do you know Sir Ken? Have you ever heard of Sir Ken Robinson? He talks about how the public school model follows very much the model of the fast food industry, in which it's just like standard shit. They're just like squeezing into your brain. There's no like you're not actually. They're not preparing you to think. They're not equipping you to actually think about things. They're telling you what you're supposed to think, and then you're just supposed to be like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Dun, 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 dun. I get it.
Yeah, I actually am. I don't know the book or author that you're referring to, but I would say very specifically that the universities and post-secondary education in general is full of pitfalls right now, and we need to defund it. I encourage kids to only go to STEM courses in university.
Yeah.
Everyone else can fuck off. History, it should be preserved, but history is just slanted by these fucking cucks. And that's super horrible. Yep. So communism has killed way more than Nazism. And all these commies are fags. And that's crazy. It's insane to me. Do I think that we should have a legitimate history course? Of course. We should do that for sure. But when you're just like glorifying communism, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, but that's like a person. That's an injection of a person's personal ideology into what's happening, right? Like, I don't know, man. Adults are the most fucking.
Did you just assume my pronoun? Did you call
Hell
me a
yeah,
man?
I did. Fucking eat it, bitch. I don't care. You want to correct me? Go ahead.
I will crush you.
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sorry, G.
I'm just gonna go with Zer. Okay, we're just gonna go with Zer.
I'm gonna take a piss on camera, like I usually do. But
okay. I'm pouring a drink, actually.
No, this is a piss. I don't give a fuck.
How rude, sir.
How rude. No, normally. So I posted a meme, like I found this meme a while ago, where it's like pissing in the bowl directly. You know the brain memes. You know what I'm talking about, like the increasing brain power memes.
Yes.
And it's like pissing in the bowl loudly is bad, and then it's like pissing on the side of the bowl is like better, and then it increases. And like I think it's a 7-frame meme, and it's like drinking all the toilet water and then pissing into an empty bowl to make no noise is like better.
Or your brain's exploding or whatever. It shows a picture of your brain like, whoa.
Yeah. And one of the last ones is like, pissing into a pot and then like soaking it up with a sponge and wiping your body and letting it evaporate.
Ew.
Because the whole point is to not make noise, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yo,
obviously I don't give a fuck.
There was an Indian prime minister who drank a teaspoon of his urine every day. Isn't that fucking gross? That's the toxins from your body.
Well, the term toxins just really throws me off. But no, it is gross to drink your own piss. I will guarantee you that.
Yes, can we agree on that? Well, I'm glad.
Okay, yeah, we can come to an agreement. A mixed race faggot Jew can agree with a whatever brown you are.
A brown mutt. I'm just 2 points
a brown mutt. Oh no, I had been looking forward because I thought, no offense, I thought you were mostly white.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking offended. How dare you?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I want to talk to this chick, like fucking, because now I don't look like a complete racist. I talk to white people, and then now you're brown.
Oh my god, I have brown friends. You can say that now. I'm not racist. I have brown friends. I have black family. What's up, nigga?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, nigga?
What's up? You know, I got friends and shit.
When I left the conversation at thanks Nigs or sup Nigs or whatever,
Yeah.
I said Nigs,
Yeah.
and you responded later. I woke up and I'm like, I think we're doing well here. This is a good conversation.
Already, right? You already know. You know, if you can say nigs to someone without them freaking the fuck out, they're probably more cool than they are not.
Yeah, I agree.
People give too many words power that they don't need.
I have been in a constant race war for decades. It's crazy. I want to kill all the blacks, all the Jews.
Whoa, dude.
Wait, that's my family. All the Chinks, ex-girlfriends. I don't think I can kill anybody. Yeah. I'm pretty much all over the board. But I have to say, race realism is true.
Yeah, I don't like how people are like, yeah, there's no race. Oh, really? Then why do black people and white people look entirely different? Why do black people have certain features and white people have certain features and brown people and people from different regions have different features? Perhaps because their environments, cause adaptation of those features and they all grow up in a region. Like, that's what people mean by race. There are definitely different races. Why do we need to make this like airy fairy, like there's no race, there's no color, there's no anything? Okay, well, you're fucking retard. And what is the difficulty in living with those things in mind and just living?
First of all, my best friend, who I've been friends with for fucking decades, right?
Yeah.
He dated this chick, Anju, from I think she's from like Peshawar.
What? Where? Okay. Peshawar. Oh, Peshawar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you say it like a fucking white person. Good job.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Peshawar. Peshawar. I say it as a brown. But no, she hated me right away. Mm-hmm. I got to know her, and we went on a couple dates. Mm-hmm. Really nice girl. Not like dates, like we're not trying to fucking fix anything or get like long term, whatever. But we did some stuff to figure it out because she really, her parents were gonna kill her for dating my best friend.
Yeah.
Because so she had to fuck off, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, you can just move into my house. I don't even live, like, I live here, but whatever. I don't actually stay here, cause at the time I was working oil rigs or whatever. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Move in, it's fine, no big deal. And she and I hated each other for a long time.
Oh, God.
But we got along eventually. Well, because I was never home. So this is years later. We get along very nice now. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to move back to India and everything's going to be fine. And I'm like, don't do it. You're going to get, abused. Because the reason why she fled was because she was like in an arranged marriage. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, don't do that. Like, don't. You're a free human. You can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And she didn't take my advice. So she went back to India. And I don't really know what's going on with her, but guaranteed it's not as good as it was here.
Yeah, honestly, that's another reason I got kicked out of my house too. Like, my mother, after I left, would be like, if you just followed the rules of the house, we would have bought you a nice car, we would have sent you to university, we would have found you a nice guy to marry. And that's where I was like, fuck that shit. You want all the control of my fucking life. I'm not letting you do that. I don't care if you buy me shit. I don't give a fuck if you buy me shit. This is Canada. This is not how shit works here. If you want to do arranged marriages, get the fuck back to India because I don't need to deal with this shit. I'm a free person here. No. That's another reason they kicked me out when I was really young because oh, she doesn't listen. And it's a big thing in East Indian families of embarrassment. So if your kids don't listen to you, there's like this aura of embarrassment in your family,
Yep.
in your house, and everybody knows about it. And everybody's going to talk shit about you because they have nothing fucking better to do than talk shit about other people, worry about other people's lives. And that's about it. Like, I call, so when you go to like a reception party or a gathering where like, because the women and men hang out separately, and I call the group of women that get together and all talk shit and gossip the aunties. They're the aunties. They all get together, they all talk shit about you, and like in a sense, now when I look back in retrospect, I'm glad that I got kicked out at 14 years old because I learned to make it on my own. But like, oh, it's such a gross environment. All they care about is money. All they care about is appeasing other people and looking like they're so great to everybody else. And like on the inside, shit is just fucking broken and fucked up. They won't actually address anything in conjunction with reality. And like my biggest argument is like, listen, if you can't come to Canada and assimilate to the kind of culture that we have here, get the fuck out, because it causes a huge problem when your kids are going to elementary school and that's where they're developing their own culture as they're growing up. And then you motherfuckers want to say, no, fuck what you're doing at school, fuck the people you know, fuck everything you believe and you feel. We're going to make you do what we want to conform to our culture and our fucking warped sense of culture because we cherry picked everything we want from it. And that's how it's going to go. And again, it's also very patriarchal. Girls can't do anything because it's an embarrassment to the father or whatever the fuck else.
If I was your dad, I would want to kill you right away.
Dude, my dad almost did. My stepdad almost did kill me. My stepdad did almost kill me. He like... It was so fucked. And I was like, dude, you were going to kill like a 14-year-old girl? Because, so my boyfriend, we were like 14 at the time. And what ended up happening is some family member saw him and I walking outside. We weren't even doing anything. We were just walking to like the sushi place or something. He told my stepdad, right? My stepdad was fucking pissed. So when I got back home, he like threatened me and said, he like held me up 3 feet from the fucking floor against the door. I was like choked up against the door. He's like, if you're not fucking out of here by the time that I'm back from work, you and your boyfriend are going to be in a body bag. And I was like, all right, I guess I better get the fuck out. Psycho shit. Like, who deals with children like that? I don't know where they learn this shit, but like, again, it's very patriarchal. You have to follow the man of the house. And if you're not following the man of the house, he has the right to do whatever he wants to inflict some kind of punishment on you to teach you a lesson.
Well, men are superior. So basically, we should be able to just inflict harm on all the women.
I think, you know what? I'm very traditional. And I think this has to do with how I grew up, but I do in some sense believe that the man is the leader in a sense, but that doesn't mean you can't cooperate with him in order to like create a conducive situation. I do, because like there's a reason men run shit, and it's because females aren't built to do that kind of shit that men do. Females do not think like men. Men think very differently. Their cognitive setup is very different. They're more systematic. They're more able, there's some ways in which they're better, just like there's some ways in which women are better. Women are better at caring and nurturing. That's evolutionarily what we have come up to do.
Women are better at shutting the fuck up sometimes, but I think that's the only superiority that they have.
We're better at shutting the fuck up sometimes?
Yeah. Agreed.
But I don't know though. I feel like women...
Of course I don't say that.
I know, but like I'm really trying to think about this because I get really tired of hearing about how women and men are not the same. And I'm sorry, but biology has something very different to say about that. Psychology has something different to say about that. Your whole hormonal setup has something different to say about that. And I just don't think those things should go unnoticed. Like, I'm not saying men are better or women are better. I'm just saying there's some things that men are way better at and there's some things that women are better at. And like, that's just how it is. Fucking deal with it.
Yeah, I agree. So when I talk about like IQ differences between races, that is immediately shut down. That's crazy.
Sorry, that's science.
Yeah, it's science. It's normal. And then But I'm like, there are actually way bigger differences in the IQ distribution between females and males of any race than anything, right? Dudes are way more retards than women are. Women are straddling the fucking fence the whole time. And that is normal, and that is appreciative because dudes are chucking themselves off cliffs or being geniuses.
Yeah.
Women are just straddling the fence generally, and that number is approximately better than anything. This is not, it's not forced by a state or whatever. I hate the idea of the state, by the way. Not the state as in like border control or whatever. But I mean, I don't think that we should be forcing people to like have ideas that are different than what you already have.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
But that just tramples on the freedom of speech thing, and that's why this is such a heated fucking debate right now, because the people who are in that, like, I'm oppressed, I'm blah blah blah, like their whole argument is, you know what? It's only free speech when I say it's free speech, and we want to get you in shit for thought crime. You're not allowed to have your own private thoughts. And that's where it's like, okay, get the fuck out of here. Like, you people should just be corralled and like shot. Every single one of you. Like, you are a scourge on the fucking planet. Like, I'm not allowed to think differently than you, therefore I should be punished. Get the fuck out. This is so fucked up. Why are we even talking?
I believe you have white privilege, really.
I have the worst white privilege ever, okay?
I
have so much white privilege. Yeah, I have all the white privilege.
I grew up poor. I am a mixed race Jew, but white. Like, from all outside observers, I'm definitely white. It's not even true, but it's mostly true. I have to say that. But I don't really give a fuck what all these faggots think. But, like, all these university fucking educated faggots, they're like, but you are a white male. I'm like, yeah. Eat a bag of dicks.
You're fucking a white male.
I'm a fucking white male. Do you know what it's like not knowing if you have food tomorrow?
I know.
Oh, of course they don't. They're rich white fucking cunts. And it's not because they're
privileged
white.
University students. Like, what the fuck is this nonsense? Your parents are paying for you to go to school, or you have a fucking loan. People can't even get fucking loans because they have had such poor record of credit. And you're coming to me and you're bitching on the telly and you're bitching at the news about how you're oppressed. Like, give me a fucking break. Yeah, I did.
Go back to Britain, you faggot.
I don't even know why I said that, to be honest. I've never actually used that term before. I'm trying to be cool and hip with the jive.
Hip with the jive?
Hip with the jive.
No, first of all, I think you're amazed. You don't give any fucks, which is amazing.
No, I don't.
And then, no, you totally don't. Clearly you don't. You don't give any fucks. And there's not a lot of people that like don't care. I don't care.
You said you grew up poor, right? Like, I didn't grow up in the best economic situation either. And I think that what happens is, like, if you're worn down when you're young and you have to deal with adversity when you're young, like, there's certain shit that is just not fucking worth the brain power to you. Like, I have shit to do. I got to run my day. I have important shit to worry about. Like, you using the word nigger is not going to hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Like, as a general thing right now, people who are so upset about the usage of language that doesn't prescribe to their sensibilities, like, little shit like that doesn't matter when you've actually gone through hard shit in life.
Dude, I've been knifed in jail.
What?
I've been knifed in jail. Like, all this stuff doesn't even matter.
But
these microaggressions are retarded.
Yeah, but like, this is the difference between someone who's this is just my theory on the situation, but like, unless you are a clear thinker, or unless you've been forced to be in a situation that was incredibly difficult that you had to overcome, like, you're not going to be able to discern between, like, oh my god, a microaggression, and oh my god, this is actually something offensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, and it's super sad. But this is what this generation, luckily, is better than the generation that we're referring to. These faggot millennials are on the decline, and the generation whatever Z or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
These dudes and hoes and bitches and whatever.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They're like, you guys are fucking faggots, and we don't care, and we are voting against everything you guys stand for.
Yeah, but the problem is they're actually like the things that they do affect the things that we actually value in Western society. Like, why are there speakers who are being fucking protested out and not being allowed to speak? Why? That's
no.
not
The new kids, the kids that can't vote yet. We're talking.
Oh, those kids.
14 to 18-year-old kids.
Mm-hmm.
They are massively conservative in a way that has never been happening since World War II, basically, which is crazy because I'm not a conservative. I'm not a conservative, but I have very specific opinions on immigration and stuff that are hyper, right-wing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But socially, I'm a leftist. I've been voting leftist for my entire life, but this is all corrupt and it's all gross. And I'm not a single issue voter. There are multiple issues that I'm voting on, but I don't get to vote on them because I'm not American, right?
Yeah.
It's me some little stamina, but what I'm doing is trying to agitate and very specifically overcorrect. And when I say overcorrect, I really mean it. I mean, it is crazy to go full balls to the wall right-wing nationalism. I think that's crazy. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's needed. It's entirely needed right now. And so overcorrect all you want, nigga. We got to do it right now. And if we don't, everything is lost.
Yeah, but that's why, like, the rise of the right is happening because of the extreme increase of the rise on the regressive left, it's called these days, right? There has to be an equal or opposing force to that.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what we're seeing play out right now. We're seeing like all the right-wing politicians who are, and it's honestly, I think it has a lot to do with the immigration issue and the PC issue. I personally don't think those are enough to take such a leap to the right like that. But at the same time, I have no idea. Like there doesn't seem to be anybody that's too sensible about the entire picture, as opposed to just one or two issues that they've like clung to in order to further themselves in the political sphere.
Like, you're not exactly a decade younger than me, but you're pretty close. Yeah. And it's just, I have witnessed all of this, so I live, I grew up by the largest missile field in the universe. That we know about. And so we did duck and cover. Yeah. Even in the fucking 80s and 90s, it was pretty fucking crazy. But this is a problematic situation where you don't understand how horrible it can get so fast. And I think that, like, okay, so you're younger than me, whatever. And younger doesn't mean dumber, of course. It just means out of context. And wisdom-wise, probably less.
Yes.
Right? Not necessarily. Yeah.
No. So, you have to admit this, right? There's certain things that I just have not experienced, and I can't really speak on those things, and that means I am going to have a little less wisdom because I haven't lived through those things.
Well, first of all, I don't know what kind of fucking ching-chong, sing-along you're up to, but no, I really, for me, is very specifically, I don't live there now, I've moved, but I'm also still by very close. People can take that as kind of, I'm still by.
I know.
Totally, yeah, right, for sure. Yeah. No, I live right near the same two missile fields, just in a different perspective. But the Malmstrom and the we are dealing with massive problems of like what are we doing now in 2017? Well, I grew up in a place where we did the duck and cover drills. There's no reason for that. That's retarded. If a nuke hits my city, there's no reason to duck and cover. It's gonna be fucking, all your skin's gonna fly off. You're gonna be dead. No big deal. Right? Like, there's no big deal about that. But I am very paranoid about the nuclear stuff. And I think that currently we are on the right track. And when I say we, and you're a Canadian as well, I mean America. America. Fuck yeah. Yeah, totally. I have all the high hopes for America in terms of like what we do. I'm actually, I think I mentioned this earlier, I'm actually glassing around and trying to get
property.
Just glassing. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude, I don't know why we're not married, first of all.
I don't know. I sound cool now, but I'd probably drive you up the wall because I have my shit too, man.
I'm made of garbage, but that's okay.
I'm made of garbage.
You do the math. I'm not really sure, but this is ridiculous. I have problems, but very specifically, I have problems with like how international politics is done. Mm-hmm. I have spoken very loudly and clearly for 20 years about very specific stuff that I think needs to happen, and a lot of
tell me. What do you think needs to happen? I want to hear this.
Okay, I'm going to give you the grease here.
Give me the grace.
Basically, 20 years ago, I very specifically was talking to my ex-girlfriend, Heather, beautiful lady. She lives in Vancouver. I don't know where the fuck she lives specifically, but I was talking to her, and I was like, look, North Korea is a huge problem. We need to solve this, and it's going to take 8 B-2 spirits at minimum to take out with JDAMs, like they're guided bombs, but they're not projectiles, like they're not yeah, right. So silent raid at the night time, and just level all of the artillery that is aimed at Seoul, and then you can declare war. But here's the grease. We are already literally at war with North Korea since the 1950s. Since the Korean War, there was no declaration of ending of war. So
there wasn't?
There was not. No.
What?
Yeah, crazy. You might think there would be. My grandmother, my grandfather fucked off on her like a dickhead. But so she started dating this other dude, Al. Al served in Korea for 4 years in a POW camp, apparently.
Oh my gosh.
He actually served 6 years, but he served 4 years in a POW camp. And he went crazy. He went lunatic. He almost shot my mother.
Oh my God.
Pulled out a gun, shot it through the roof, or whatever, not through the roof, but through the ceiling in a 2-story house. Yep. Shot right through the bed, almost killed my mom, inches away. And
Jesus.
Yeah, but so my foreign policy is very specific. We need 8, and this is working out because I have sources. That's so crazy it's so crazy that I'm anything on the internet. I'm a dickhead on the internet, period. That's all I am. But I have sources from Navy, from the Air Force, the U.S. Air Force. There are 8 of 21. There are only 21 B-2 Spirit bombers. And my plan decades ago, literally almost 2 decades ago, so 1.5 decades, whatever, I was like, we need to very specifically send at least 8 B2 spirits to drop JDAMs on the southern, not coast, but like the southern border of North Korea, and take out all of their stuff that's aimed at Seoul, because Seoul is amazingly great. Did you know that this is way into like, oh, dude, we're live too. So
it's
Seoul,
okay. Let's just go where it goes. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. No, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, cool.
So like Seoul has, I think, 11 million or 12 million people. That's true. And the surrounding areas or regions that the North Koreans can strike is about 20 million total. It's going to be like 18 to 19 million, really, but not really sure. But this I've been talking about for so long, and my ex-girlfriend is like, why do you care? And I'm like, because South Korea is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's totally awesome. It is basically Japanese light is what that is.
Japanese light.
Yeah, basically. And then she's like, well, why do you care though? You know, just let it happen. I'm like, nope. We have to protect these people. These people, and to be fair, more correctly, oh, dude, I sound like a faggot sometimes when I crack my voice. I'm a 36-year-old fucking Canadian that Japs kills, whatever. Nah, I my voice cracks sometimes. I get excited.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Tens of thousands of people know who I am. I don't give a fuck. So what really bothers me about this is that there are people that think that this is not the only, and when I say only, I mean no wars in the Middle East, no wars in Central Asia, none. But this one is justified. I'm not a neocon. I don't like unprovoked wars at all. But this one I've been studying for so long, and I've seen the problems that exist in this exact area, that I have to say I am on board with a full-on, and very specifically, like saying fucking 15 years, you need to do B2 spirits, wreck all the artillery so they don't have any retaliatory access to South Korea. But then at the same time, you got to unload. That's B-52s. The artillery is like problem A, right? But then problem B is SAM sites. And SAM sites, the SA-300s that North Korea has, are numerous, and they're deployed. The good book, if you're a nerd, what's the name of that book? It's called...
Oh, your nerd cred is falling, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look it up. Stealth book. Stealth. So there's a book, I think it's called Stealth. Literally, I think it's called that. It's about stealth book. It's by a dude that works at Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin is fucking amazing, first of all. Skunk Works is the best program. So this book largely... a book, really? Sorry, I'm getting pretty drunk, but
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. All y'all people is niggas. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I think it's by Bill Sweetman.
Okay.
Sounds reasonable.
What's it called?
I think it's called Lockheed Stealth, but I could be wrong on the the exact book that I'm referring to, but
Okay.
it is it largely is about the production of the F-117 Nighthawk,
Okay.
but it goes deeper in the fact that Lockheed, the Skunk Works program. Oh no, it's called Skunk Works. Jesus Christ, what am I talking about?
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry. I am exactly what I appear to be. A retard.
All good.
So yeah, so let the conversation begin here. That was a reference to Your Mom's Head podcast. No. So Skunk Works was an operation in the Lockheed Martin company for decades, and they built the U-2. The U-2 eventually got shot down, and they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna do now?" And then they're like, "Well, get faster." And then the American government was like, "Well, we need to keep tabs." No, you don't. We're a private company, and we're doing it pure crazy. And so what do? Oh, they built the SR-71, which is a misnomer. It was the SR-17 is what it's supposed to be called, but it was
You have to tell me what these things are because I'm not as knowledgeable on these things.
The fastest spy plane in the world.
Okay.
And so if you just Google SR-71, this thing goes Mach 3.5. And when you do the physics of like the type of engines that they, not just the type of engine, just general, a jet engine can only go about Mach 3.5.
Well, okay.
I've met pilots of these planes, which is crazy. It's super weird because I'm a dickhead from the internet, right? That's what people know me as now. But I used to do journalism. I used to do aviation journalism, stuff like that. So I've met actual pilots of these planes. And then I've heard stories of these dudes are flying at such Mach.
Such Mach.
Yeah, such Mach. Totes Mach. And they are paranoid because they're flying over, first of all, the two nations that have shot missiles outside of literally Soviet Russia, like USSR. Outside of that, there are two countries that have actually fired missiles at these motherfuckers. And this plane has 0 kill rate. 0. But also, yeah, unprecedented, honestly. The U-2 got shot down. SR-71 never shot down. F-117 Nighthawk shot down one time because they kept doing the same patrol route. Yeah. Heat seeker missile, Stinger. Yeah, you're toast.
Wow, I'm looking at this Blackbird, the SR-71. It's fucking neat looking. It looks like a little space Star Trek spaceship.
Mach 3.5. I'm doing dad boners here. It's my favorite plane ever. It's the fastest thing that's ever flown that is not rocket propelled or outside of the stratosphere. When you watch it, if you there's actually good videos of this. When it takes off, it has fuel because the fuel tanks are in the wings, right? That's normal for planes.
Really? I did not know that.
It's rolling off the fucking airfield, dripping with kerosene. Like it's pouring all over the fucking tarmac. And it takes off, and then it gets into cruise altitude, and then it everything expands and seals up and finishes shut or whatever. That's what happens. It's just it gets so heated, expanded that no more fuel drips out. So it drips fuel by default, but it's beautiful, most beautiful plane. My opinion, there's nothing more sexy than this thing.
Yeah,
It's
it looks pretty
fucking
cool.
great. I've met pilots. I've talked to pilots. I've actually seen not one of those. I wish I got to see one of those, but go supersonic. I saw a B-1B Lancer go supersonic, and I did a dad boner. I almost had an orgasm. It was
Oh
so
my
awesome.
god.
Yep.
I want to go see a fucking plane. That's a weird looking one, the B1 Lancer.
Yeah, B-1 Lancer, man. It is. It has sweeping wings like a fucking F-14
Yeah.
Tomcat. Yeah.
They're very slim.
Yeah, but B2 is what we need, and so the whole whatever. I'm gonna sound like such a fucking nerd.
It's okay,
The
go for
whole
it.
no, the whole project where I was even going in the first place, like ages ago, before I got dad boners about different planes, is very specific. That I think that what we need, and I estimated, and this is years ago, I say 8 is the number, and
Okay.
that might be changed over the years. It might be 9 or 10 now, but I have Navy sources,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy's like, dude, that's what they do. The Ohio class subs. This is Navy stuff. I'm like, yeah, but yeah, on Navy official sources, like friends of mine that work in the U.S. Navy, they have 20 or so Ohio class subs. I can't give the exact number or destinations of their target, but it is guaranteed that almost all of these they've moved into range of missile launches. Not just range of missile launches, but strategic timing of missile launches.
Okay.
So this guy's like, it's not a big deal because you understand that Ohio class subs are supposed to lurk in the Pacific. I'm like, yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying very specifically the timing is a huge deal. When you launch, 78 or 92 or whatever missiles, they have to land kind of simultaneously to cripple a situation. So they are exactly lurking in this position, according to my friends in the Navy that I know very closely. Yeah, we are at the precipice of World War III. Russia should fuck off in this whole situation. Russia should just be like, yep, we agree with you. This is fine. North Korea is gross. We are dealing with beautiful people that have been in. They're not only them, their kids, and all of the kids have been enslaved for many decades. We're talking like post 1945. My whatever POW fucking, I don't know what you call them.
Your step-grandfather? Would he be your step-grandfather?
Yeah, they never got married, so whatever you want to call it, that dude.
Well, just for like the ease of colloquial.
Yeah. That dude suffered enormously under these fucking gooks. And then he super crazy. My mom was so they were like shopping, and they're like going on a bus one day, and these gooks, we're gonna call them whatever. These
Rude.
Rude, super rude. They started talking shit about like how they're invading America and Canada, and he got up and he was a prisoner of war for 4 years, so he spoke fluent Korean because you have to at that stage.
Holy shit! Really? Wow.
And he's just like, I don't know how to speak fucking Korean, but
you're so butchering that, by the way.
Shit. Yeah, I'm misgendering them and fucking accenting them. I don't even know about these dudes, even if they're dudes. But no, he just shit on them and screamed at them, and they cowered down. Drop your shoulders and slink back like a pussy. And yeah, he got beat up. He got shot repeatedly he's been shot. He's dead now, but like he got shot like 4 times. He's a man's man. That dude.
Dude, they don't make them like that anymore. Now you niggers wear fucking skinny jeans that are so tight. I can see your dick and balls like screaming for dear life. Like, what is with that?
No, you can't. First of all, no, you can't, because they don't have a dick and balls, because they're fucking genderqueer double wide classics. But
I can't. I'm sorry to interrupt and derail the conversation for this, but I really need to bitch about this. I don't understand why men are such pussies these days. Like, dude, there's nobody here that I look at and I'm like, wow, you're so attractive. Like, not a single person here.
No, I agree with you. I've been to Vancouver. It's ching chang chong talk, and then
it's not even
also
that.
faggots.
Yeah.
No, it's also faggots. All the white people are gays.
Well, they certainly dress. I don't know. They dress. Everybody's so worried about hurting everybody's feelings. Everybody's so. I don't know. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I like don't fit in here because of that. Because I'm like, yo, I got a foul mouth and I got shit to say. And they're like, if you don't like that, we're not gonna get along. But no, just like. They don't make men like they used to. Men were tough, you know. Men were okay being men, and now they're not allowed because toxic masculinity. And like these guys are so desperate to get laid that they're just like, oh my God, it's okay. I'm so good. Look at me, virtue signal. Look, I'm not dressed like a loser. Look, my hair is combed to the side. Look, I like it just how I have it just how you like it. Look, I'm so polite. Look, I opened the door for you. Let me kiss your feet. And I'm like, ew, this is so gross. Like, if I can't have a man in my life that can't tell me to shut the fuck up when I know I should shut the fuck up, like I can't. It's just like dry vagina. I don't get it. I don't want that.
Honestly, I have no idea how this is operating lately. Like I said, I'm a Canadian. I'm pretty polite, but like, shut the fuck up sometimes. That's just simple, normal logic. And everybody's like, oh, what are you, a fucking misogynist? I'm like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, no, you know what it is? It's like I'm fucking smart because I realized not every single bad feeling that I have deserves my credence. Like, you're going to feel shitty things all fucking day over the stupidest shit. Like, do we need to validate? Does every single person around you need to validate every negative thing you feel? No, because that's coddling you. And the more you get coddled, the more of a little bitch you become. And I'm fucking sorry. I don't like that. It's hard to converse. It's hard to be real with someone like that. You can't be real with someone like that.
No, I 100% agree. This is crazy. It's so insane that in Western democracies, we're letting it all slide.
I know.
Yep. It's
like
gross.
M103. You've heard of M103, right? Why the fuck is there
Have
any
I heard of M103?
M103 C16? What is this bullshit? That now encapsulates gender pronouns, and if small business owners don't want to use the preferred pronoun of some fucking idiot who identifies as a fucking dragonkin, demiqueer, whatever the fuck, like, oh, today you're a zer and tomorrow you're a he and now you're a she. Get the fuck out of here. What do your genitals say? You don't like that? That's too fucking bad for you. But there's 2 genders, and there's only something in between those 2 things that are anomalous outside of the trend. If you have a fucking problem, go like jump off a cliff. I don't care.
I actually have to disagree with you on there.
Really? Tell me.
Because there's only one gender. There's males, and then there's objects, which are female.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There's men and objects.
Did you say alt-right, or did you say all-right?
I said alt-right.
Yeah. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. I can't handle it. Like I am like, life has hardened me a little bit. And if life hasn't hardened you and you're going to cry because I say there's only 2, like, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten to fucking brawls on Instagram where people will be like, gender's a social construct. And I'm like, you fucking cunt. You saying gender is a social construct is a social construct too. Get the fuck out of here. I
honestly, dude, I need to meet you in real life because this would be fucking amazing.
Oh my God. I might accidentally hit you because I move my hands and arms a lot, but seriously,
No, that's fine. When I'm asleep, I just kick around like a fucking invalid.
oh
Like,
no.
yeah. So if you don't want to be on the bed, that's fine. But
Oh
you
my
will
God,
be
look at you go. You think you're gonna meet me and we're gonna get in bed together? Nigga, please, okay? That's not how this shit works.
Oh no. Even if we get in bed though, I'm just gonna kick you off the bed anyways. So
Oh, great.
yeah, that's how I operate, like a boss.
Do you sleep though? Like, do you actually get sleep? Or you're just a mover.
Yeah, like I get like sleep paralysis very often.
Oh wow.
I also, but when I intentionally go to work at it, I get I do what do you call that? Lucid dreaming.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, totally. I do piles of ketamine. I don't do it lately, but
Oh, I've never done it, but I was listening to Neil Brennan talk on the Joe Rogan Experience about how it helped him with through his depression. Like
yep.
the doctor he went to that administered him ketamine, and he's like, it just feels like you kind of float out of your body.
That is incorrect.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is. Well, if he does like a microdose, maybe, but
Yeah.
I have done ketamine for decades, and it is bananas. And when I say bananas, I've done DMT. I've done, if you can imagine a psychedelic drug, I've done it. And
I can kind of imagine. I inaccurately tried to use DMT once. I've done mushrooms. I've done acid. I'm a huge proponent of the psychedelic drugs and the psychedelic experiences.
as am I. As am I.
Yeah.
But he is incorrect on like, it's just. But no, the reason why that this works for depression, like I've probably already said this already, but my mom killed herself. I have depression. This is a real thing. This helps. It really does. But it's not like a minor thing. If you do a proper dose, you witness the birth of the universe and alien cultures, and it's crazy. Like, I've done DMT, and DMT is fucking insane, but ketamine at the right dosage, it's indistinguishable from like reality. Totally crazy.
You know what though? It's really crazy, and I really don't think people understand a lot of these things, because they just think that you take these drugs and you get fucked up. Like, no, man, these drugs take you to places that you can't even explain, and because the experience feels so fucking real to you, it's hard to discern during the time, right? Like,
yeah, and very specifically ketamine. The reason why ketamine works for depression is because it doesn't operate at your it doesn't like operate at the glutamate levels that you normally operate at. It is a glutamate operator, which is very specific. So it doesn't operate at your at the levels that you have like in your dopamine or your serotonin. It is a glutamate operator, but it's way higher than you think. And then on top of that, the glutamate system is very specific. It promotes neuroplasticity.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I sound like a nerd or whatever, but
no, brain stuff is my shit.
Yeah, neuroplasticity is increased, and so even if you have a moderate trip, it's better than the normal neural patterns that you get from just being depressed.
Yeah.
So it increases, and it's not during the time. It's like for months you get.
Yeah, the after effects stick around, right? Like there's an effect and there's an actual change in your brain chemistry.
Yep, that is correct.
But that's what's really crazy about mushrooms too, and acid, is what happens is, like, typically different parts of your brain, they're all functioning at the same time as you're experiencing reality, but they're kind of localized, right? So different areas of your brain process sound, process vision, and then there's like a consolidation process that happens where your brain buffers everything and makes it a solitary experience. But what happens like to your brain when you're on mushrooms or acid is like all like that's why synesthesia is a thing, right? All the parts of
Yep.
your brain are experiencing something. That's why like have you ever noticed on mushrooms on like when sound has like a visual component and there's like shit moving to sound in your brain when you close your eyes?
Yes.
It's
I've done
fucking
a lot of
so
mushrooms.
insane, man. Like I remember closing my eyes and like there was this kaleidoscopic imagery happening and it was all to the sound of the fucking music. And I was like, dude, I'm seeing color and I'm seeing sound and I'm hearing color. This is the most fucked up thing right now. Like different sounds are producing different colors in my mind and those things are all happening at once and I can't like you think differently. You're not thinking the same. Your brain is like totally mixed up.
Yeah, no, I agree with that entirely. I've done so many psychedelic drugs over decades that
Yeah.
I can't even describe to you exactly what I'm saying because there's no description. There's no English words that make this.
No.
Yep.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of a sad thing that people don't experience it. Like for me personally, like I felt like it's really helped clear my mind up because I grew up in a very like unfortunate, abusive, like shitty situation my whole life, right? So like there's all
Cool,
this
you're
shit
brown.
that too. Don't even get me started. It hurts. So the PTSD that has come from just that fact alone, my friend. um I there are things like your brain's number one goal is survival. It needs to get to the next day, and if that means that it's going to push your stresses or events you haven't dealt with or things you haven't dealt with into your subconscious, it's going to do that for the goal of survival because you need to be able to keep going on. Like that's why PTSD is a thing. That's why like mental breakdowns and midlife crises are a thing because people don't actually address the shit that has happened to them over time and then all that shit comes to haunt you back in your later life, right? And for me, my first mushroom trip did that to me. Everything that I didn't deal with, I just felt the heavy emotion of it coming up. Like it was awful. And if you try and resist that part of the trip, it fucks you up more. So I had to sit there and I had to cry like a little bitch because it was like, no, you're feeling this shit. This is all the shit you haven't dealt with. You're a fucking idiot and you're never going to fucking get your mind clear if you don't deal with it because every decision you make is wrapped up in that bullshit, which is so true.
I would like to point you to. I can't point you to your Twitter DMs because I don't have Twitter anymore. I got to work on that. I got to fucking figure this out. They didn't used to have like you link your phone numbers. I'm running out of phone numbers now. But
so do you get a new phone number every time? Like, what do you do?
no, I just like whatever. You didn't have to before, so I just made like 5 accounts, and then I got banned 4 times. Now I'm fucked. So now they do require a phone number, whatever. But I will direct you to very specifically our Google Hangouts text message.
Okay.
So I don't seem like a dickhead or whatever, and just spring it on you.
No, it's all good.
I hate Indians and black people and faggots. How do you feel about that?
Cool. Good times,
I'm an Indian. Yeah, I'm an Indian.
I know you
black.
are. You Indian faggot Jew.
Yeah.
Nigger, whatever.
Jew, I really like. Honestly, out of I don't play identity politics really. I think it's retarded, but that one is funny because I'm like, yeah, I am a kike. And then you go, oh, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a kike. And they're like, is that anti-Semitic? I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I don't like half these insults I'm not even aware of. Like the first time I heard the word kike, I think I heard from Atheist Insufferable Devin. I was like, why is this? What is derogatory about that to Jews? Like what?
So, like, look, me, I was gonna go meet Devin in Vegas for a UFC event. I bought plane tickets, which is so crazy because my brother couldn't get the days off. and I forgot about it, and then
Oh.
so I lost, whatever, $2,000 because they only have, the layover or whatever credits for a year. Pretty annoying, but no. Say what you want about Devin, man. I support Devin.
Oh, I love Devin Tracy. Like that.
Of course I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I honestly appreciate his style, like how he talks the most. I really don't. I prefer that. I like the straight up Big Brother shit because you know what? You can't be fucking nice. People don't listen.
Yeah.
But he has a problem where it doesn't matter what he says. People just don't like him because he actually has the balls to say what he thinks, and people don't like that shit. Personally, that's how I try to be, but I'm not smart enough to totally be a dick, but like I try.
So I expect that you don't know exactly who I am or whatever. So I'm gonna dial it down a little bit and turn this into reality for you.
Okay.
I went to meet up with Coctopus Prime,
Oh, okay.
Dickett, and with Drew, Autopsy 87.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yep. So I went to Vegas, and I showed up, and I was wearing a shirt that said, head of security, chief of faggotry. It's funny, right? Built a shirt, no big deal, right? So I go down there, and I was gonna meet a chick who's great chick, and I got a little bit nervous, and fucking God was like, well, you're getting a little bit jittery. You want some fucking Xanax? And I'm like, yeah, totally. Yeah. That seems reasonable. I've never done Xanax at this moment. I've done all the drugs. I mean, I've done all the normal drugs, but not the prescription drugs, right?
Yeah.
Xanax is a force multiplier. And I kept drinking all day, and I lost my mind. I was walking down the strip in Vegas, and I was screaming "White Power!" And
oh my God!
and not only that, I was not just screaming "White Power." I said, so I walked by these two black dudes that were selling CDs. They're like, "Yeah, man, you want to buy my rap CDs?" I'm like, "I'm not even from there, man." They're like, oh, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Kenya." And they're like, "What?" Right. And then they're like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Fuck those Nigerians." And then,
oh my God.
So they had to, my friends had to apologize for me the entire time. It was super bananas. And then I go, the worst part is I wake up, I'm in my hotel room. I'm like, oh, everything seems to work out fine. I'm in a room that I'm in, right? That seems normal. And then, did I piss myself? I'm not really sure. I think I did. I think I pissed myself.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking crazy. So I took a shower, changed my pants, whatever. Then I go to the front lobby at the Hard Rock Hotel, and I'm like, all right, here's the deal. I think I probably left my shoes because I have no shoes. I think I left my shoes in the other people's apartment or room or whatever that are not related to me. And then they're like, give you any sort of access to anything like that. And I'm like, oh, really? You can't give me a key to other people's place? And then they're like, nope, for sure. But the girl was cute, so I talked to her. I was all slipping and sliding, trying to hit on this chick for like 20 minutes. And then I was like, all right, peace out, nigga.
Oh my God.
And then she's like, you forgot your key. This place. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was so bananas. So I went in there. That's like creeping around, but I didn't want to wake anybody up. I was not trying to be a dick. I was just trying to get my shoes, right?
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to do. And no, couldn't find them. And then in the morning, this is the most insane part. I wake up. I'm pacing around thinking, oh, man, you know, I probably done fucked up yesterday because I don't remember anything, right?
Oh my gosh.
Don't eat Xanax, right? Don't eat Xanax is my fucking biggest.
Dude, housewives do this shit, don't they? Don't they like eat Papa Xanax and drink some wine and they're like, oh, that's me chilling.
On what?
Xanax and wine. Isn't that like a popular combination for housewives?
Yeah, don't do it. I've done all the drugs in the universe, and this is, honestly, this is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. And I have to talk about it all the time, every time it comes up, because you didn't bring it up, but this is normal for me to get called out on this. So I'm like, dude, whatever, right? Take some Xanax, no big deal, scream white power, Allahu Akbar, on the strip, almost get beat up by some black dudes. I went into a White Castle, and I was like, Allahu Akbar.
Oh my God, dude.
Wow. And then this dude is like, hey, man, you want me to tell you a joke? I'm like, no, that's racist.
Oh my goodness.
He just throw it in his face like he's the racist. Oh, it was so crazy.
You're a real life shit poster. That's what you are. You're not even just an internet shit poster. You're just shit poster. You're just. You're gonna get that? You're gonna get that?
Nope. Definitely not.
Well, ignore it then, because it's annoying.
Yeah,
How fucking rude.
Rude. Ah,
Rude.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even Bluetooth on.
Whatever. Oh, you turned it off. Okay, cool.
Okay, black people are stupid, and I don't respect them, but...
How rude.
So I went, this is crazy. So after that whole incident with me being racist, basically,
Right.
I went to bed, and then I woke up, and I didn't remember anything that happened.
Oh, dear.
And I'm like, what is going on? And so I wake up in the morning, and I kept texting the dudes that were in the apartment that I'd allegedly left my shoes in, and nothing, no response. So I opened my door of the hotel room, comped, by the way, beautiful comp. Opened the door, and as I opened the door, this dude's walking by. He's like, "Hey, it's you," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." He recognized. I'm like, "This is probably gonna go south, right? Definitely not gonna be cool." And so his name is Meffer. I already knew him. Meffer, Meffer, is his name on the whatever's. And so he's like, "Hey, it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." He's like, "Well, I got some news." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, these are his exact words. "Your shoes are in their room. The shoes are covered in piss. The piss is your piss.
Oh my God.
And you shoved your finger in my asshole." And I'm like,
What?
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key thing that happened. I'm like, what the fuck?
God.
So apparently I fingered him on an escalator.
Oh my God.
He didn't expect. Yeah. So that's me. I'm a dickhead. I'm a drunk fucking idiot.
Oh
but no, don't take Xanax. Do not take Xanax. That's crazy.
Holy crap. Okay, I think you've deterred me. You've deterred me, as Josh Banko would say. You've deterred me.
I think Duterte? Duterte? How do you say his name? Throwing people up helicopters.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That story was fucking hilarious. I can't even compose myself.
No, it's so crazy because I was blown away. I was like, what the fuck? Did I do that? No, I totally did, apparently. I just fucking ran my finger in his butthole
Oh my
Through his
goodness.
shorts. It was. I didn't pull down his shorts and actually.
Oh, okay? I see. You're just being.
Yeah. No, I just didn't give a fuck, and I just like, cause he was talking shit all day, and I just like ran my finger in his butthole through his shorts.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I'm judging you.
No, it was crazy. Honestly, like Vegas was the most insane thing.
Vegas
Look,
is
I got knifed in jail. I've been beaten up repeatedly by different dickheads because I don't like fights with my glasses, man. You get punched in the face, you can't see.
Yeah.
Like I'm super blind, man, super blind. So I'm gonna get laser surgery so I can get more fights, but like that's the reason. No, honestly, I like eating pussy. And I think I'm gonna just, spend $5,000 to get laser surgery. No big deal.
I would get laser surgery, and the glasses definitely would get in the way of that ordeal.
Yeah. Big time, Sally.
I mean, that's like having a guard in front of your mouth when you're actually eating food. It just doesn't quite work.
Dude, I don't know why we aren't married at this point. I mean, I would just beat the fuck out of you, take my glasses off, and blindly eat your pussy, but, normal stuff gets in the way.
Oh my god, so forward. Oh my.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You're so sexist. Oh my god, I feel raped. You're raping me right now. Why are you raping me?
But you're not making it easy. No, I don't really give a fuck about people. Dude, I've been called so many bad names over so long that I don't give a fuck about it. Like, eat a bag of dicks, don't care. Hey, you want to see my... So, I tell people that my penis is tiny. It is above average, but I tell everyone it's faggoty small. And they're like, oh my god. Yeah, no, it's actually super small. It's fine.
It's fine. It's actually super small, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah. If you tell, it can be above average. I'm going to do black guy meme thinking, whatever. It can't be above average if average is small, right?
Right.
Oh, man.
Are you super tall?
No. Well, I'm 6 feet.
Okay, so you're tall. I'm only 5 feet. I'm very short, so I guess like everybody is really tall to me.
My favorite height, and I think this is like psychological problems or whatever. When I had sex with a teacher, not one of my teachers, just a person that was a teacher. She was 5'3".
Yeah.
And I love 5'3".
That's my mom's height. Should I hook you up?
Yeah.
I would if I was talking to her, but I'm not talking to her because my mom's a crazy bitch. But
oh no, 5 feet is even better, really. But I just have like some, deep-seated connection to an emotional.
5'3".
Yeah.
Was your mom 5'3"?
No, my mom was like 5'10", 5'11", maybe.
Oh wow, your mom's tall.
Yeah.
Your mom was tall.
Mad niggerish.
Damn.
White as fuck, green eyes, beautiful, tall Viking.
Dude, I think it's like so messed up what happened. I'm sorry to bring it up or anything, but like how long ago was that with your mom?
When she killed herself?
Yeah.
I don't really know. It's probably about, you can Google it, I guess, but I think it's about 9 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that.
See, like you go through shit like that and nothing else is really a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I grew up poor as fuck, nigga. Like, that's the least of my concerns.
They gotta be roaming these streets.
First of all, my mom had problems, right? That's fine. That's understandable. That's crazy. But my life is based on a different trajectory of my dad fucked off immediately. He threw it. Literally, this is not a joke. This is not even remotely any hyperbole or jokes or whatever. He found out that my mom was pregnant, and he threw a sandwich at her.
Wow, if that's not the
That's
most sexist thing I've ever heard. Did
Yeah,
she make
right?
it for him? Did she make it for him too?
I believe she did not. I believe
Okay.
that is not true.
That was a spite witch.
He's like, I want to rebel so much that I will make my own sandwich and throw it at you. You
Jeez.
dickhead. Yeah.
So you didn't know your dad?
I do know I live right by my dad now, actually. It's pretty crazy.
Mhm.
I bought my dad's house. Yeah. Bought my dad's house off him back in fucking, I don't know what year. See, I'm super bad at dates. Obviously not dates with ladies, because I fuck hoes all the time.
Fuck hoes all the time, nigga.
No, I'm actually a serial dater, as opposed. Look, whatever. It's crazy. I've probably fucked, I don't know how many girls, 100, probably minimum.
Yeah.
100. But no, I don't actively advocate for being a male hoe or whatever. Don't advocate for that
I
at
don't
all.
understand the problem with this. Like, your biological imperatives are different. Like, that's what you're like. Guys do that because that's how guys are built to be. You guys create eggs are expensive. Sperm is cheap. So like, for you to fuck around, like, it's based on that very fact. You want to spread it as much as possible.
No, I get that. I was just looking for meaningful relationships for a long time. So
yeah,
that just trimmed the number. It would have been like a fucking 1,000 if I had my way,
Yeah, but like that's the thing with
dating chick.
the thing I hate about finding quality people in general, not just for relationships, is that you have to weed through the 99% of fucking douchebags to get there. Because a lot of people have this mask that they put on in the beginning, and I'm sure I do it at first a little bit too. It's just like a natural thing. You want someone to like it. Yeah, but then over time, that mask fucking falls off. And thankfully, it's only like a proverbial mask, because I don't wear very much makeup. I don't like that shit, but like, can you imagine, like, I don't know how, I feel bad for guys in the sense that there are girls now who spray paint their faces on, like fucking cake. They do that like contouring shit, and like when they take that off, they look entirely different. They don't look the same.
Yeah. This is like 20-year fucking old stuff that I'm talking about, but if a girl doesn't look approximately like what she looked like last night when they wake up, nope, don't want it. Don't want it at all. Pardon me?
That's like the biggest lie ever.
No, if I wake up next to a girl that looks totally different than yesterday, I don't want it at all. It is the biggest lie in their perspective, but not my perspective. Been talking about this for fucking decades. I prefer girls that don't wear that much makeup. I prefer largely whites or Japs, but I'm not really exactly pegged to any of those because ching chongs are fine. But do I want a fucking... I've had sex with a few black chicks. Blacks are not really my forte. Don't really like them. Like, in terms of like physical attractiveness, not really my thing.
Yep, I agree. My preference is definitely like white, or not my kind of brown. Not my kind of... I cannot date East Indian guys. I think they're like, just the attitude they have in general is really off-putting and disgusting. They already have these ideas. They have actual sexist ideas about women. Like, I have I fucking love making sandwiches. If you're fucking nice to me and you come back from work and you're hungry, bitch, I'm making you a sandwich because I love you. But if you expect me to do that shit just because I'm a woman and you're going to treat me like shit, you can go fuck yourself, because I'm not putting up with that.
I don't know why on earth you're not my wife. This is kind of bananas. I would like not bread sandwiches, like a little bit of eggs or whatever, but I'm trying to cut my carbs out, getting a little bit fat at my old age, but you know. But no,
Take a
you
fat,
are
dude.
correct.
Go to the gym. That's why we'll never get married, because I'm not okay with someone who doesn't
I
go to
do.
the gym.
I do, but my exercise at the gym is jerking off in the corner at the hot chicks on the fucking treadmills,
Okay.
and that's only 2 minutes of exercise, really.
Well, if you ever want to know why we're never going to get married, there's your answer.
Yeah. So that's the joke, whatever. But
Yeah.
what I do is very specific, and it's Canadian, and it's nice to women. Obviously, I'm not a fucking misogynist or whatever, but I actually agree with gender roles, and women should shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up sometimes. I'm not gonna slap a hoe, right? I'm just gonna tell her to shut the fuck up sometimes. And then people are like, you're a misogynist. I'm like, I think I'm pretty much the nicest dude you'll ever get that isn't just destroying the fucking Western civilization.
Yeah, but it's okay for her to tell you to shut the fuck up, isn't it? That's not sexist at all.
No, I have a bat, so she can't tell me that.
Right. Oh my God, come on. Sometimes you need to be told to shut the fuck up. Too.
First of all, I will. So that was a come on joke. But yes, I will.
I got that.
But yeah, no, I honestly, it is fantastic to meet other Canadians. First of all, that's very specific. Other Canadians that aren't fucking pussies.
Yes, agreed. I'm tired of this pussy problem. Very tired.
Yeah, it's super annoying. I go hang out with my friends, and they're like, "Oh, but like, how do you feel about?" Fuck off. Fuck off, totally.
I've gotten into arguments recently with friends over black crime because I like talking about that shit, right? I'm like, you know what? I can't fucking deal with this shit. I can't fucking deal with the fact that everybody wants to dampen the fact that per capita blacks commit the most fucking crime in the States. Why do people not want to? Oh, well, you know, they have problems because they're very poor and like they don't have enough bail money, so they get convicted of crimes they didn't fucking do. I'm like, okay, we're going by like dead body count here. Are you fucking joking me? Well, it's systemic racism, and the FBI and the federal agents, they're all fucking gerrymandering the numbers to fit their narrative. I'm like, what possible fucking motive could make them want to do that? Why? Because they just want to oppress the black man. Why? In 2017, why? Why?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's gross. Well, I'm not even white, right? I'm a mixed race dude.
You're mutt.
But yeah, I'm a mutt. But I'm super white. That's entirely true.
Mm-hmm.
I am Icelandic, whatever. But it's gross that people are like, black people can't be racist, but white people can.
Only white people can be racist is what's going on right now. People of color can't be racist because it's an oppression hierarchy thing. And at the very top of the pyramid are the white people because they have the most power. And it's like, have you guys missed the last 8 years of Obama being president? Or is he an Uncle Tom and a coon like all you guys are going to fucking call him? Because, oh, you know what? He sucked up to white people all his fucking life. He ain't no real nigger. Like, what? Excuse me?
Did you just throw an R in there? Because you can say nigga without any consequence. But if
I know,
you say
but
nigger,
I was saying that word on purpose.
Oh, do you intentionally do things on purpose? Do women have agency? That seems weird to
I
me.
did that one on purpose because it sounded very harsh and rude, and that's what it was meant to do.
Well, I just sent you a picture of what I looked like before I got old.
Where did you send that?
On the thing. On the unit. The thing that the entire reason that we're talking.
Yeah, but what the fuck? I can't even see it in the Hangout. Am I retarded? Probably. Don't answer that question.
Well, you're a woman, so you're probably 80% retarded for sure.
Partially, yeah. More so than not. I'm sorry. It's the uterus. So fuck shit up.
Women are stupid, and I don't respect them, but, you know.
Yeah, we have that reputation.
So, do you know the comedian Jean Lajoie from
No, I have not heard of Jean Lajoie.
Montreal? He is a beautiful dude. And, oh, dude, I'm going to send you something. I don't know how to do it by other things. See, that's the problem, is as soon as I'm banned from Twitter, I don't have easy access to, like, stuff.
Dude, you're gonna have to learn how to use Google because I looked in the chat. I didn't see where you sent that picture, so I'm like, what's this guy talking about? I think he's crazy.
I was like, dude, there's this chick. She looks like a tanned white girl trying to show off her bits, you know. And I'm like, all right, I'll add her.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a brown girl, is that correct?
Yes.
And are you trying to show off your bits?
Where?
On my mouth.
No. No thanks. I don't even know you. I haven't even met you.
See what I do? I do jokes, but
I know.
at the same time,
and I act like a bitch because it's just fun.
Yeah, of course it is. But dude,
shutting you down is what I live for.
I think, and this is like, I don't know how many people are watching or whatever.
One. Nobody.
Really matter. 0. I believe the number is 0, probably. But you are hilariously funny and attractive.
Is it it's because I'm an asshole, right? That's why.
Well, that's why you're funny, for sure. You're attractive because you're hot as fuck, and I would put my dick all up in all your bits.
Oh, well, thank you for that compliment.
You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome from a white privileged dude.
Woo! Life is made.
You win.
I'm of the wins. I'm of the wins.
Nah, we are doing.
That's my life. I'm so sorry. So I went into Borat like thinking this is gonna be the fucking worst movie ever, and I sat down and I watched it. I've never fucking cracked up so hard in my life. That movie was hilarious.
Dude, okay, dude. I've been following Sacha Baron Cohen for a long time, but there's also a guy, Kevin Novak from UK, and okay, you have to watch this because I'm gonna not even state anything at the moment because it's so beautiful how gross he gets so immediately and no pushback. All right, so hold on, let me find this. Secondly, you are hot as fuck.
That picture's a little old. I should update it. Oh, I guess you've seen my Twitter picture though.
Yeah, whatever. I sent you a picture of me. That's super old, but I am still a faggot Jew.
I still haven't received it. I don't know where the hell you sent it, sir.
I think Rexley.
I'm looking at every goddamn chat I can possibly look at right now.
Okay, so no, it's 7 on Twitter. I got banned from Twitter.
Or you can email it to me too.
Yeah, I can probably do that. But first of all, it's live. I don't really want to go balls deep on this one, but
don't worry about it. Just send me a goddamn email.
No, not for that purpose, not for your purpose. But yeah, if you want to come to Saskatchewan, hang
my
out,
goodness.
fucking go fishing. Do you do fishing?
I have
Fucking
never
Asian.
gone fishing before.
I don't really fish either. I just put my fingers in fucking chinks, which smells like fish, so it's close enough.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking smack you in real life. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna get beat, nigga.
Yeah, you want to fight?
No, I'll need a large stick though because I'm tiny and I'm not very strong. I can be strong. I carry all my groceries in one go, bitch. That's how strong I am.
Yeah, if you only carry enough food for one tiny bitch.
No, I carry a food for 2 weeks worth. Okay, my cab driver, he always looks at me like, do you need help?" I'm like, "No, just put the bags all on my arms." He's like, "There's a carton of milk in this." I'm like, "Just do it, nigga. Just do it." I go to the gym. Okay, I'm strong. I got this shit.
Dude, I'm cracking my neck. What the fuck was I gonna talk about?
I don't know. I kind of derailed the conversation and I started bitching about
No.
men are pussies.
No, you had a good point, and I was gonna respond. Basically, dick pics, I think, is what I was gonna do.
Don't you dare send me a dick pic. I'm not interested.
Oh, you don't want to see Justin Trudeau's beautiful face?
Hell no.
That's a dick pic for sure.
No thanks. Whether it's a real one or Trudeau's. I don't like Trudeau's face. I don't know. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's so pretty." He's not, dude. He's not. What is
No,
so
I agree.
pretty?
I have no idea.
I
But,
mean, he doesn't look like an orange anus like Donald Trump, but he's no like. I don't find him that fantastic.
Are you calling Donald Trump my fucking hero of life?
Why is he your hero? I need you to explain this to me.
Am I? Oh, Jesus Christ! Shit. I'm gonna have to mute it.
You're being hyperbolic.
Sure.
I understand. Like, would you have voted for him in this election? Is that what you were saying?
I would not have only voted for him. I have been advocating for him for years.
Ooh, we're gonna fight. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I also believe that faggots are niggers, and then also, if you really dial it down, we are dealing with the European Union is at stake, and we need to destroy the EU.
We need to destroy the EU.
Yep, Le Pen.
The EU wanted to create their like own army, right? Didn't they want to do that? And it's like, why? And who are you guys, by the way?
Yep.
And France wants to leave now. That's Le Pen, right? France wants to cut herself off from the actual euro. Is that what she was saying?
So, if you want to really dial into politics here, and very specifically monetary policy, we are dealing with a problem because you have countries like Greece that are poor as fuck, and then you have countries like Germany that are churning out stuff. So if you use a united currency, sorry, I do sound drunk as fuck. I am drunk.
Dude, you are drunk as fuck.
Yeah, totally. But if you have a unified currency within a group that has no monetary policy or fiscal policy or tax, policies, you're going to get problems. And so the EU is a bad idea. It's totally bad.
So you probably know more about this than me because I have not been paying attention to politics since probably November. I gave up. Marine Le Pen is the one who's running in France, and she's the right-wing end of things. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's not really the way that the media portrays her. She's like a Nazi, right? She's not. She's a centrist, right-wing, whatever, like left, right of center area-ish. She's not a dickhead, whatever.
Yeah.
Wilders, Geert Wilders, is probably the most right-wing politician that is on the same page. But guess what, guys? Everyone is going to be problematic because when you invite millions of Muslims, Muslims hate you, period. They don't like you at all.
But their ideological base is immediately at odds with Western civilization. Why don't people get that?
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I'm like, I point out, I literally put my finger at a verse from the Quran.
The Quran.
Quran. You want to hear me talk like Israeli?
You sound like a Russian diplomat.
No, I'm from Israel. My name is Habi. I'm from Hebron.
No, tell me, I want to learn. Let's talk about this too, because Islam is one of those things that nobody talks about there because they're too fucking afraid they're going to upset somebody. And it does upset a lot of people. Agreed.
Yep,
and they don't even listen to what you're actually saying. And the apologetics come out almost immediately. Oh my God, not all Muslims. Am I fucking talking about every single one? To a degree, yes, I am. It's like the spectrum thing that Devin talks about, right? Like, I still hate the kebab maker, but obviously to a lesser degree because he's not actually blowing himself up. But he still holds beliefs that are, like, not okay.
Yeah, Sargon recently said something like, it's, not all Muslims are in ISIS. And I was like, that's a little bit unfair. Let's calm down here. All Muslims are in ISIS. All Muslims are deployed around the world. It's just they're not activated yet.
Oh, gosh.
That's probably true.
You think so, though? Like, what about these American Muslims who are like, you know what? I just want to make sandwiches and be a doctor and be a school teacher and, like, drive my kids to school. I'm just a Muslim, okay? I'm super gay, too. Like, what?
Gas them. Gas them all. Throw them in the oven. Dude, like, my whole family, not literally my whole family, but my whole Jew family, they died in Dachau, mostly. And I'm willing to throw all the Muslims in the gas chambers. I don't give a fuck.
You're brutal.
People are animals.
You know what I've said in the past? This is going to sound really fucked up because obviously it's not a viable solution, but I always said, like, just take a couple fucking nukes, fly them to the Middle East, just detonate them and let's see what happens. Just leave that area alone. Fuck it.
I have various foreign policy initiatives that I actually advocate for and very publicly talk about. What we need to do, first of all, and so, a boot. Yeah, no, I heard it. This one time I heard it. No, what we need to do is very specific. Is we need to nuke Mecca at the first jihad outside of wherever Muslims are, outside of that, like i.e. the West or in Japan or whatever. So if it's a failed knife attack where a dude wields a knife, now nuke a city. This is going to get really fucking controversial.
Of course.
Nuke one city full of 500,000 people or more in a Muslim-controlled territory. So, and the first one is Mecca, right? First one is Mecca. You do a failed knife attack in Germany, 500,000 people, done, dead, nuked. Don't care. You want to modernize everything and just have Muslims agree that this is the way that it works? That's fine. We're totally okay with that. This is why I get banned from Twitter. I advocate genocide.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, no, I don't actually advocate genocide.
No,
but I'm saying,
you don't have to explain that to me.
No, just for listeners. All these faggots.
Oh, yes.
Dude, Raphael. I heard Raphael is a faggot.
He's such a
I
sweetheart,
heard
that kid. I love that kid.
he sent me tons of dick pics, and I'm like, that's child porn. Really,
God
you can't be
damn it,
doing
Raph.
that.
God damn it, Raph.
Yeah, Raph, you're a dickhead for sending me child porn. But no, so my actual foreign policy is very specific. I get in trouble all the time for
Me
saying
too.
this. Just honestly, unleash nukes on cities of Muslims, and even if the people were not from that city, doesn't matter. Your ideology is garbage, and is it better for women to be beaten up for being not in bags enough, or just dying in a flash of nuke?
But that's kind of the problem with these people, is that you cannot sit down and reason with them. You cannot sit and converse and talk them out of the shit that they believe, because not only have they been growing up in it as a culture since they were born, but this is honorable to them. How are you going to convince somebody who, like, on the world stage gives zero fucks about the world and just cares about their fucking ideology? You can't sit down and talk with them. And I get tired of the pacifistic answers. Oh, we can't go bomb them. We can't go do this. Well, what are you going to do? Are you going to fucking sit down with them at a table? Because if you try, they're going to stone your ass.
Yeah, well, I'm not advocating for anything other than actual major attack on these people. Like, and that's so funny, because it's not really funny. By the way, all y'all listening, I did get banned from Twitter again. Of course, I did. I'm gonna try to reallocate some resources and get back on Twitter. But follow me on gab.ai, gab.ai/Devin_Tracy is my channel or whatever. Devin, if you're listening. If you're listening, whatever.
Devin, listening.
No, I own that, but I will, of course, give it to Devin Tracy, of course. I did that on purpose to be a dick, but he got banned from the fucking Twitter and the YouTube and whatever, and so I did a dick move, and I took gab.ai/Devin_Tracy. If you want that, it's yours. I'm not being an actual asshole. I just did it for fun, for a little bit, but it's yours, so you can have it.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of him, his website is coming soon. Hey, they're working on it. I'm waiting for emails from that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm whatever. Me and Devin, whatever, we talked a lot, and then he got shitty. The whole election just destroyed everything. But I did steal his name on Gab, and I made some fake shit because it's funny.
Rude.
Yep, rude as fuck. But I will not keep it at all. It's yours. You can just contact me, whatever. pervert@sketchbag.com is my email address. You can just in there. Of course it is. Of course it is, right?
Yes, of course it is. So what is your plan for the rest of the day? Because I need to get my ass ready and get to the gym and be productive. Well, this was a great conversation, so I feel like I was productive, but...
Well, I'm going to probably get my motorcycles out and get them ready.
Cool.
Kawaii, right?
Listen, just don't die because you've been drinking. That's not funny.
No, I'm not operating them today. I'm just getting them out. Basically, springtime here. It's fucking in the Canada, whatever. So, gotta get them out, do all the work, make sure they're running, and then on Tuesday, because it's shitty out. First of all, it's shitty out right now. It's just pouring rain. So I don't want that. But Monday, Tuesday is when it like is happening. So, but I gotta make sure they run, and not just run, but like run well.
Mhm. Yeah, well, take care of your shit. I think I'm gonna head out and go work out. I was feeling really sick this morning and I had to take a fucking couple of day calls. I was like, fuck it, sucking this shit up. I'm not staying home.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. We're gonna get killed for that if anybody actually listens, but
No, it was honestly very fantastic talking to you.
yeah, it was great talking to you too.
Yeah, so if you want to talk about like geopolitics very specifically, pick up some topics and then we can talk later. But we are in the same wheelhouse. I didn't think we were gonna be. I thought you would be like anti me.
Oh, really? I'm not anti anybody unless I actually talk to them.
Yeah.
Unless there's
But-
something overtly disgusting, like if you were like, you're sexist or whatever. If any of that SJW shit came out, then I might have a bit of a problem trying to get into a conversation. But other than that, no, I like to talk. I like to.
No. You seem fantastic, and next time I'm in the region,
Woo!
we go for beers.
Oh my God, no! I was gonna say we could go for Starbucks. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm down for a lager any day.
Well, I am a logger.
Oh, are ya?
Yep. I work logs all day because I'm a fag.
Oh my Jesus Lord.
Yeah.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
Very nice talking to you.
Yeah, good to talk
all
to
the
you
people
too.
in chat can eat a bag of dicks, and
Yep.
Raphael, eat 10 dicks. Hopefully, one of those is mine. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.